Bass Boxing Outdoors, and today we got this bad boy in, and this is the Florida Club Tackle Club from July, for the month of July. And as all of you know, all of y'all that watch my channel should know, this right here is probably my favorite box, right behind my Bass Baits Monthly, or maybe, actually I'd have to say it might be even a little bit better. If not, they're right there. They're both my favorite. It's amazing to me how they can fit so many baits into a little bitty box like this. I mean, you compare it side by side with the, you know, this box. This is the Mystery Tackle Box Elite. But man, if y'all ain't checked them out, check them out. They cater to everybody. And the cool thing about it is they call, text, and talk to you about your the way you fish, and you know, what kind of fishing you like to do, you know, from small baits to big baits, deep water to shallow water, muddy water to clear water, salt water to fresh water. They just do a really good job. So I'm always happy when I get this box because it's built just for me. So therefore it's not going to be identical to yours unless for some reason you happen to pick the same stuff that I do. And even at that case, it's still probably going to be a little bit different, because he does watch our videos and kind of figures out what we like to fish by watching our videos. And, you know, sometimes he'll throw you a little surprise in there, just a thank you for buying his box. Now, the box is $44.99, I believe. That's what I think I paid this month. But it is well worth it. This is not a value box. They focus on sending you new product or product that just come out this year. You're not going to get a bunch of leftovers from a bargain bin or any of that stuff. They guarantee you good products, and you get your $44.99 worth of value. But most of the time you get a little bit over. So with that being said, let's dive into this bad boy. I'm going to use this little thing right here. They make sure to tape it up good. That way nobody gets into it. Actually, it's more probably to hold all the stuff in there, because this box is bulging. Alright. Then you don't get a what's in the box card. They do send you this nice little letter, and that's one of the cool things about them, you know. These little handwritten notes, man, they really mean a lot. It just says, "Dear Dwayne, hope the summer fishing's been good. This one has some fun lures to catch bass. Frogs, JDM, swim baits, snakes, and some finesse. The 5/0 hooks for the live target frogs, and works well with the DOA snakes. Thanks, and tight lines, Vicks and the FTC Club." So it'll kind of give you an idea of what's in here, some of the stuff anyways. Speaking of that, first up is the live target freestyle frog. It's a 3-inch. The color is emerald brown, and yeah, it's a pretty cool looking little toad. Let's see if we can get in here once again without tearing up the packaging. I wish they didn't do packages like that. Seal them off, and then you can't hang them back up if you want to hang them up. Or so let's check these little bad boys out. I've never seen these. All right, so basically it's your little hollow belly frog with these little curly kicktails behind them. That's pretty cool. So that right there is going to create a basically like a buzz bait action on them. And then it's got the little rib section for you to hook them. They got a little scent to them, but man, the realism on that frog looks real. That is one thing Live Target is well known for, is the realism on their baits. Of course, it shows here that you can use it on a weighted belly hook and just retrieve it through the water, or you can use it on the top water. So that's kind of interesting. Definitely not something you see every day. I like it. It's something different. Gives me something different to try. And they picked the good colors, so that's a good job on that. Next up, we have the Biovex Joint Gill 116. Now that's an interesting bait. He must have seen that I like the swim baits. This is a chartreuse back clear pearl, and of course it's all in Japanese, so I can't read it. I will say this is probably my first JDM swim bait, because most of the time they're so expensive you can't afford them. But yeah, man, I mean, see, this is stuff that you don't see in a lot of boxes. This is what makes them different. I've yet to see a swim bait like this in any box, and y'all know me, I get literally every box except for like so what is it, that JDM box that they just started coming out with, and that's the only reason I don't get that one, because it's $100. But man, there's a nice bait. I mean, I'll definitely give that a swing. That's nice. That's really cool. They done a good job on picking out that. Good deal. It's 100 and well, it's 4.6 inches. It weighs 1 1/4 ounce, and it's a slow sinking. So that's going to be something kind of like the Mike Buka bull shad. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. And that right there is exactly why you get these kind of boxes. Florida Tackle Club, man, they hook you up. Good deal. Thank you, Vic. You did a good job. I love stuff like this. Probably one of my favorite things, other than your typical jerk style bait. Next up, they gave us some Bruiser bait, 10-inch curly tails, 7 count, watermelon red. That's a real good color for my area. Summertime right now, and these big old worms, they catch fish. A lot of people think that, you know, using a big worm or a big bait like that is specifically designed to catch big fish, and that's all you're going to hook. That's not the case. A lot of times you end up catching little fish, but it does increase your chances to catch a bigger fish. You know, big fish, they're not going to work hard for those little meals, so anytime a big worm or a big swim bait like that comes by, they're going to snatch it up because it's a lot easier for them to snatch up a bigger meal than it is to chase a little one. Next up, we got some KVD Perfect Plastics with coffee salt, scent, salt, the Ned Ocho and Moon Juice, 2 3/4 inch, and this is a 9-pack. Oh yeah, and they don't send you any sample packs either. And usually they'll send you the tackle to fish most of the stuff. So there's your little Ned Ocho. And this is a really good color, by the way. That Moon Juice. It's got like a clear translucent blue on one side and then like a green pumpkin on the other side, or watermelon. Really good color. Can't ever have enough Ned baits. So, really like that. Next up, we got some DOA Cal series, the Unfair Advantage fishing lure, the Cal snake cool. I seen these the other day. This is something really different. So, anyways, here's this big old snake profile bait. And how this works, I'm not going to unjoin it because it's going to be real long. I think it's, if I had to guess, probably 10 inches or something like that. But anyway, so this thing, whenever you're retrieving it along the top of the water, it actually curls back up into this, if I'm not mistaken. I believe if you use it as a top water, you reel it and it straightens out like a snake does, and then all of a sudden it just curls back up on top of the water. But yeah, man, that's totally something different. I've never fished with anything like this. I've seen them. I've just never thought to get something like that. And I bet they work. I mean, all it is a oversized grown worm with a big head on it, a thicker part. And just like I was talking about, you know, big meals. You give them a big meal like that, they're gonna hit it. And the color of that is, I'm assuming probably like a watermelon pearl, watermelon red pearl, because it's pearl on the bottom and watermelon red on the top. Next up, we got the Savage Gear Prop Walker, 4 inches and 1 ounce. Now that's cool. The color of this is Ghost Minnow, and I love pretty much anything from Savage Gear. So let's get this bad boy out of here. I'm not normally a pencil popper guy, but I do like this one. This one looks different from the rest of them. I like how it's kind of it's got that thin profile. It's not real thick. Most pencil baits are real thick, and I don't like that. And then it's got that little bitty cup, and that's real cool. Let's see if I know there's a way. This is a double bait. So then you can pop these little wings out, and then there you go. You got you a little propeller back there to help, you know. I mean, that's cool. And from what I've heard, they catch fish. I've done a little research on them, and they actually do work. with or without the prop on there. So sorry about that, y'all. That's something hung up in my throat. But yeah, I mean, that right there is really neat. It's got really sharp hooks. It just stuck me just a second ago. And then all you do is you snap them back into place if you don't want to use the propeller on it. Looks like it's got two little rattles back there. But all in all, man, there's a neat little bait. Savage Gear did a good job on that bait. I mean, 2 baits in one. You get a prop bait, plus you get a pencil bait, all in one. I mean, that's buying 2 baits for the price of one. You can't go wrong with that. And like I said, it's only 4 inches long and it's an ounce. So that's really about perfect size. I mean, that's a good deal. Next up, we got some weedless Ned rig heads, 1/8 of an ounce. Man, I'm so glad I got these in. I've been wanting to try these out forever. These weedless versions. I don't normally use the weedless ones, just because I've heard too many bad things about the wire. A lot of people say the wire gets in the way. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. I am kind of surprised about this, though. It says features a 2/0 Eagle Claw premium black nickel hook. I didn't know Strike King used Eagle Claw hooks. Huh. So that just goes to show you Eagle Claw hooks don't suck. Not all of them. I use a lot of Eagle Claw hooks. I use their laser sharp series, and I've never had no problems out of them. These right here are some Mission fishing lures. 5/0. It don't say. Anyway, so I'm assuming this is what he was talking about using for the snakes and live target frog. It's got it's an unweighted jerkbait hook. It's got the screw in lock keep. So really good. See, that's what I was talking about. They pair up stuff really well. You're not going to get a bunch of stuff and then be like, man, I've got to go to the store and get these kind of hooks to fish this bait, because they're really good at throwing it all in there. I think there was one time that I didn't get any hooks in there to compare, and I was really, really shocked. Now, I think it was an accident, but I could be wrong. So there's your FTC sticker. And here's your Mission Fishing Lure Company sticker. You got your Ned rig hooks, which is going to work really well with those Ned Ochos. You got these, which is going to work really well with those snakes and the live target frogs. So, I mean, you just got to figure, you just got your Ned rig hooks for that. You got the hooks for that. And shoot, you can actually even use those other hooks for this too. And just put your bullet weight on there and be done with it. So you got the Bruiser baits, you got the live target toads, which these are really, really interesting. But I gotta say, there is my favorite bait in this box, along with this, the little prop bait. I don't know how they managed to even get all this in there, but anyways, that's a look at what's in the box. I mean, they done a dang good job. I can't even get that stuff back in there. So, anyways, that is this month's box. Vic, I know you're watching this. So if you are, I love those JDM swim baits, any kind of swim baits. They don't have to be JDM, but I like those swim baits like that, them small, you know, 4 or 5 inch. Good job. You did a really good job. Thank you. You customized my box to the way I fish, and you done a really good job. I really appreciate it. And for all y'all that are watching, thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know what y'all thought about this box. I think they've done a really good job this month. I would have to give it a 10 out of 10. I mean, I'll use everything that's in the box. Everything is name brand. It's not overstocked. They paired everything up to where you can fish it straight out of the box. So they done a good job. Thank y'all for watching. Till next time, tight line.